Welcome back to the channel. All right, with my Battleground tournament going on and so many other things to cover, I have fallen grossly behind in war videos. And instead of trying to catch you all up and do that, because I do want people to watch my videos and I know how those go, I'm going to compile kind of the best of some champions so we can kind of learn, we can talk, we can be entertained, and you can learn about those champions and those interactions. And then, while this war season has been good in some ways, it has also been absolutely pitiful for me. Anyways, my death toll continues to rise with every war. And so I will do at the end of the season, so we'll compile all of them and we'll do kind of like a learn, but also mock me, make fun of it, have a good time. And we'll get some other people to comment on those. So this video is about Scorpion. We're going to cover two fights. Both I think are very difficult, one more than the other. Some of that's due to them being new, kind of how to play Scorpion in these fights in general. So we're going to go up against this Node 54 Mangog. Now, you've seen me take this fight with Scorpion before. I actually did eventually die to it. I think a lot of it's from complacency. And so that's what caused this fight for me to go out so well. Now, I do not have the Venom synergy. I think this fight really, to be super safe, really requires two things. One of two things. You want the anti-Venom synergy, or you really want to be running the recoil tree. I will be running just the poison portion of it, and I will be making my Scorpion immune to poison. So that's why you're going to see me switch over to the rupture debuff here, right? Mangog does not have negative physical resist or anything like that. So if you're not running recoil, poison should work fine. He's not immune to it. You can see I'm boosted huge. The reason why you would want that Venom synergy, as I've talked about in the essential videos with Scorpion, is that will give him those really nice furies, those gaining passive furies. It's a big deal. Now, you want your Scorpion awakened for this. You just need about Sig 1. That's fine because it allows him to block unblockable attacks if he has a taunt up on the opponent. This node, if you're familiar with it, has extremely huge increase to the passive power gain of Mangog. Your whole job here is to make sure you keep up the taunt. That is the #1 priority, because without that taunt, you can't block the special 2. And then you don't want to throw 5-hit combos, and you also don't want to bait the special 1. You don't want to throw 5-hit combos because that's how Mangog gains his hatred, right? He also gains him off his special 1, which is why you also don't want to be baiting the special 1, because he's going to gain his hatred, which will make him go unblockable, unstoppable. And additionally, he gains, I think it's like an energy resist, which is fine because you're not doing energy damage here anyway. So you're going to see this. I'm going to do medium, light, light, medium, or medium, light, medium, which I did there. And you, at some point in the fight, will often need to make a decision. What am I going to do? I need to keep the taunt up. The cool thing is the taunt is making him throw those specials. We're wanting to end our combos in medium because that's giving us that second rupture debuff there, right? Which is not only doing damage to him, but causing damage when he throws his specials. You see right there. Really important to make sure Mangog's special 2 comes out very quick. You make sure you want to block it instead of evade it. In the next fight, you're going to see me make that mistake. But there you go. That's the fight. It can be done very, very well as a rank 4 Scorpion against a rank 4 Mangog. I'm sure over time there might be some improvements to the strategy, some ways of getting it done a little bit more quickly. Maybe you don't need all of the things I had. I also had the advanced power boost there too to make sure I could throw my special 1. But for right now, that's what I think. By far the safest way. If I take it again this season, I'm actually absolutely going to have either the Venom, or I guess it could be anti-Agent Venom synergy to get those passive furies. I'll have recoil, if not that, maybe even both, because it's fine, right? You're doing war at this level. You really want to make sure you get through. And then remember, the things that we can take with us for when we're questing, things like that, is you just get that taunt on and you're going to be able to block unblockable specials. Pretty good. And remember, it's mediums that land the damaging debuff. So that's just some how to play. If you're really interested more in how to play Scorpion, I do have an essentials video. I'll link it up right here, and then I'll make sure it's linked at the end of the video as well. I'm going to go rupture here. It's really unnecessary. I'm not going to be running recoil, although I maybe should. Now, this node is new, and this was my first time taking it, and I'll admit I did not prepare enough for it. I didn't realize it was new until I was pretty much ready to go. I was boosted and everything. It has bubble shield, so that's why the unblockable portion will pay attention or come into play again here. This is that power focus too, so similar things, right? He's going to be getting that increase. Well, in this way, it's combat power, so it's not exactly the same as the other node. This is only combat power. The other one was ability power. So his gaining of power is not going to be as strong here, but you know, it's adding up. And then this scared stiff, I should have made a better effort in hitting him more, so I didn't get rooted. But here we go. So it's kind of a similar plan. You're going to see me fumble this very, very badly. I think I start off with at least 1 to 2 5-hit combos. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No reason to do that. It didn't get me to my special one to land a taunt. And I just helped him get more rage. That made no sense. There was no good reason to do that. If you get rooted, you see the smart, just play patient. You're fine. You can't move. You can throw a special. But it's fine. I got my taunt up and I'm feeling really good here. I block it. And then remember I said in the last fight, you really make sure, I think there's a little bit of like muscle memory to try to evade it for some reason. And you're going to see me make that fight or that mistake. And I'm going to take what is a well-earned for sure win. And I'm going to make this very, very close because you see, we block it there. Bubble Shield had come into play. And remember, that doesn't have to be against Mangog. That can be just Bubble Shield in general. It's a really nice ability. And we're doing plenty of damage just throwing our special ones. We don't even really have that many debuffs on them because I spent a bunch of time doing nothing, which doesn't make sense. It's just a bad way to play the node. But this is more about how good Scorpion is. So I'm going to get the taunt up again. And then this is where I believe I make the mistake, right here. There was no reason for me to dash back. There's no reason. Fortunately, I had an indestructible boost on, so that was helpful. Just waiting out the taunt. And then I do get this fight down. It's going to get very close here. And I think when he throws this special one, yeah, that's going to give him enough of his enrage or whatever it's called, right? That's why we don't want to do the 5-hit combos. He's got 10 of them now. He gets them when he throws his special one as well. He's unblockable, he's unstoppable. I was genuinely getting a little bit worried at this part because you could interrupt it with a special, but I don't have enough power to throw the special. At least now he's unstoppable. I'm trying to be calm. Bubble Shield comes into play. I did dex that. I was pretty happy with how that worked out. And the special one, then if he throws his special, he will die. So the first one really was, I think, in my opinion, a perfect Scorpion fight. Really utilizing so much of what makes him incredible. Yeah, you can do the strategy of going to the special 2 and getting your torment debuffs up and getting that nice sting burst. That's great. That's perfect. But this one really showed that unblockable, ability to block the unblockables, landing your debuffs. You can just, it's the medium, light, medium, 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 light, medium. All of those will work. You can run recoil with him, take advantage of his immunities. It just really depends on what you want and need to do. It's why I love this guy. And then you saw how tanky he is, how much he can withstand. In the second fight where I played it very, very poorly, a little bit of how to play root, right? If that node, you want to hit them more because that'll reset the timer on the root. But with root, if you do what you can to stay calm, if you have a special, you can throw it, you can intercept your special, it'll work out fine. And in fact, again, remember, I have the full essentials video on Scorpion with other war videos on him this season. I hope your war season is going well, and I hope you enjoyed this format of the videos. I'll be getting one out on Rintra, and I think Shang-Chi and maybe Overseer as well. And then we'll get out all the deaths in the break sometime, have a good laugh and have a good time with that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.